Students, in this video I am going to discuss few theorems on convergence and divergence of the series, infinite series. So first theorem is a necessary condition for the convergence. This is only a necessary condition. Fine. So if the series summation of un converges, then limit n tends to infinite un is equals to 0. That means if series converges, then this limit will be 0. Fine. So let Sn be the sequence of partial sums of the series, because here we are discussing the convergence of the series, and generally the convergence of the series is handled with the help of convergence of the sequence partial sums. So let Sn be the sequence of partial sums of the series. This, what is Sn? Sn is the sum of initial n number of terms. शुरू की n number of terms का sum है. So Sn is u1 plus u2 plus un minus 1 plus un रहा होगा. Now you can say that from u1, similarly this is Sn, similarly Sn minus 1 will be what? Sum of initial n minus 1 number of terms. So u1 plus u2 plus un minus 1. Now take the difference of these two. So what we will get? We will get only un. So Sn minus Sn minus 1 is equals to un. Fine. Now since this is the series which is already given to you a convergent series, so this series converges. If this series converges, then Sn converges. Series converges, then obviously this partial sum converges. We have already discussed this concept in last class. So since this converges, so sequence converges, and if sequence converges, so definitely we have a limit, say L. L is the limit. Then limit of n tends to infinite, Sn will be L. That means if, because n tending to infinite and this limit of the sequence is L, so if you subtract a single term, then still the limit will be same. So that's why limit of n tending to infinite, Sn minus 1 is also L. So now taking the limit of this equation, then what you get? Here we get L, here you get L, and here is limit of un. So L minus L will be 0. So this is written here. Limit of n tending to infinite un is equal to limit of Sn minus limit of Sn minus 1. Here is L, so this will be 0. So limit of un is equal to 0. Fine. So if series converges, then limit will be 0. But converse need not be true. That means if the limit of un is 0, then you cannot say that the series is a convergent series. Fine. So here is a note point. The converse may not be true. Example is this. This un is summation of 1 by n. This is a divergent series, and we will discuss the divergence of this series later on. Fine. So here this series divergent series, but if you want to find out the limit of un, here un is 1 by n, so limit of un will be 0. But this is a divergent series, so that's why converse need not be true. इसको हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे कैसे डाइवर्ज करती है. फाइन. नाउ हियर if limit n not equals to 0, because this is previous theorem is the only necessary condition, so which assures you that if limit of un is non-zero, then definitely series cannot converge. अगर 0 हो जाती है तो we cannot say, but if non-zero, then we are sure that series converge नहीं करेगी. Fine. An example is this. Here n series is n by n plus 1, so 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4 plus and so on. Fine. So what is un? Un is n by n plus 1. Just divide by n plus 1. So you get 1 by 1 plus 1 by n. Taking the limit, this is 1, which is non-zero quantity, and that's why this series is not a convergent series. Fine. Now show that the series does not converge. Show that the series does not converge. So here un is n 1 by n raised to the power 1 by n. So now taking logarithmic both sides, so log of un is equals to 1 by n log 1 by n. This can be rewritten as log 1 minus log n divided by n. Log 1 is 0, so minus log n by n. So now taking the limit both sides, so limit n tending to infinite log un is equals to minus limit log n by n. Fine. So this is minus limit n tending to infinite log n by n. Now if you put the limit in, then you will get infinite by infinite, so indeterminate form, So apply L'Hospital rule. So just differentiate this numerator with respect to n as well as denominator with respect to n. So you get 1 by n by n 1. Now apply the limit. So what you will get? 0. So limit log of un is 0. Now take anti-log or exponential both sides. So log of, further here this can be rewritten with the help of limit property. You can take log outside and limit inside. So log of limit of n tending to infinite un will be 0. Now apply exponential both sides. So limit n tending to infinite un will be e raised to the power 0. But e raised to the power 0 is 1, which is non-zero quantity, and that's why this is not a convergent series. Fine, this is not a convergent series. So these are the examples. Now we are having another theorem, which is this, which is Cauchy principle of convergence. Cauchy principle of convergence for the series, convergence of the series. Statement says that a necessary and sufficient condition for a series summation of un to converge is that to each epsilon greater than 0 there exists a positive integer m such that magnitude of um plus 1 plus um plus 2 plus un is less than epsilon for all n greater than equals to m. Fine, so we have to prove this. This is the necessary and sufficient condition. So suppose Sn be the sequence of partial sums of the series summation un. Fine. Then by the definition, if this series converges, then obviously Sn converges. And if Sn converges, then by the Cauchy principle of convergence of the sequence, for each choice of epsilon, there exists a positive integer m such that Sn minus Sm is less than epsilon for all n greater than equals to m. This is the Cauchy criteria of sequence. But what is Sn? Sn is the sum of initial m number of terms of this series. So that's why u1 plus u2 plus um plus somewhere is m, because m is less than n. So obviously un plus u2 um plus 1 plus un minus this minus, then sm. Sm is the sum of initial m number of terms, which is u1 plus u2 plus um. So this difference is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So now u1 is cancelled out with u1, u2 is cancelled out with u2, and um is cancelled out with um. So the only left part is um plus 1, um plus 2 plus um. Magnitude is less than epsilon for all n is greater than equal to m. So this is both ways. This is both ways. So that's why this is necessary and sufficient condition. ठीक, तो ये दोनों वे में हमने प्रूफ कर दिया है. So this is the condition. So now apply this concept to show we are taking one example, show that the series 1 by n does not converge. So we have already here. So how to prove that this is a divergent series? So here is the logic. Here is the logic. So now you can see, show that the series 1 by n, 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 by 3 plus does not converge. ठीक, बाद में और ज़्यादा इसका प्रूफ देखेंगे, बट हियर इज वन ऑफ द लॉजिक. सपोज द गिवन सीरीज, सो वी विल प्रूव दिस कि ये कन्वर्ज नहीं कर रही है. वी विल प्रूव दिस बाय द कॉन्ट्रोडिक्शन. सो सपोज सीरीज कन्वर्जेस, then the sequence of partial sums of the series converges. Then for any choice of epsilon we can find a positive integer. Suppose epsilon is half, then for this choice of epsilon we can find a positive integer m such that Sn minus Sm magnitude is less than 1 by 2 for all n greater than equal to m. Fine. What is Sn? Sn is nothing but the sum of initial n number of terms. That means 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus somewhere is 1 by m plus 1 by m plus 1 plus 1 by m plus 2 and 1 by n minus Sm. Sm is the sum of initial m number of terms. So 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by m is less than half for all n is greater than equals to m. So now this is cancel out. So this is these 1 by 2, 1 by m is cancel out from these terms. So that's why we have the only left part is 1 by m plus 1 plus 1 by m plus 2 plus 1 by n is less than 1 half for all n is greater than equals to m. But here 1 by n, 1 by 2, all these are positive terms. So you can ignore this magnitude. So 1 by m plus 1, 1 by m plus 2 plus 1 by n is less than half for all n is greater than equals to m. Here n is greater than equals to m. So if you choose n is 2m, then n is 2m is also satisfy this condition. So that's why choosing n equal to 2m, which is obviously greater than m. So just take n equal to 2m here. So 1 by m plus 1, 1 by m plus 2 plus 1 by 2m. Replace this n by 2m. So we get this term. Now here obviously m plus 1, here logic is m plus 1 is greater than m. So obviously 1 by m plus 1 is 1 by m plus 1 sorry 1 2m. M plus 1 is greater than m, and this is greater than m plus m. That means 2m. So now taking the right hand part. So 1 by m plus, taking this part, 1 by m plus 1 will be greater than 1 by 2m. So you can replace this quantity by 2m. So 1 by 2m greater than 1 by 2m. Similarly, this term is 1 by 2m. So these are total m number of terms. So m by m 2m. So m is cancelled out with m by 2. So 1 by 2. So here this sum is greater than half. However, in equation number 1, this sum should be less than half. So they are contradicting to each other, and hence our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong, and given series does not converge. Fine. Now we are having a theorem which says that a positive term series either converges or diverges to plus infinite. Fine. So we have a positive term series. That means that each term of the series is positive. Then either the series converges or diverges to infinite. So suppose this is our positive term series. Un be a positive term series and Sn be its nth partial sum. Then Sn plus 1 will be what? Sn plus 1 will be the sum of initial n plus 1 number of terms. So u1 plus u2 plus un plus un plus 1. From here to here, u1 to un, you can replace this by Sn. So Sn plus last term un plus 1. Now take this Sn in the left hand side. So Sn plus 1 minus Sn is un plus 1. But series is a positive term series. Each term is positive. So un is positive. That's why this quantity is positive. So we can say that Sn plus 1 is greater than Sn for all n. That means this sequence is monotonically increasing sequence. So now there are two cases. Either this sequence is bounded above or unbounded above. Either this sequence is bounded above or unbounded. Monotonically increasing. So now taking the first case. Suppose sequence is bounded above. Then we have already studied in sequence. If sequence is monotonically increasing and bounded above, then sequence converges. So that's why since Sn is monotonically increasing and bounded above, so it is a convergent sequence. And if sequence converges, then series convergent. Fine. Now the second case, when Sn is unbounded above. So sequence is monotonically increasing here and unbounded above. That's why sequence diverges to plus infinite. क्योंकि बढ़ता जा रहा है बट बाउंडेड नहीं, सो इन प्लस इनफाइनाइट की तरफ जाएगा, प्लस इनफाइनाइट. दैट्स व्हाई un is divergent. Fine. Now here is a note. If un is a positive term series such that limit of n tending to infinite un is non-zero, that means from here definitely according to the theorem number 1, this series is not a convergent series. So since positive term series which is not a convergent series according to this, then definitely this will be a divergent series. So un is a divergent series. Fine. Now another theorem is this. Here the necessary and sufficient condition for the convergence of a positive term series is that the sequence of its partial sum is bounded above. From the previous theorem we have seen that if sequence is bounded above, then series converges. Fine. So this is the necessary and sufficient condition here. अगर आपका सीक्वेंस बाउंडेड है तो डेफिनेटली आपकी सीरीज जो है वो कन्वर्ज कर जाएगी अगर पॉजिटिव टर्म सीरीज है तो. So now the necessary part. Suppose sequence Sn is bounded above. That means this part. Sn is sequence is bounded above. Then since our series is positive term series, fine, and sequence is bounded above, and we have already seen that if our sequence is positive term series, then series is positive term series, then sequence is monotonically increasing. Fine, we have already seen this. So here we will use this concept. So since this is a positive term series, then definitely Sn is monotonically increasing, which is already bounded above, we have assumed above. So that's why series converges, sequence converges, and if sequence converges, series converges. Fine. Now the sufficient part. Suppose this series converges, then partial sum of the series converges. That means as every convergent sequence is bounded, because this sequence is convergent, then definitely this will be a bounded sequence. So Sn is bounded sequence. Bounded means bounded above as well as bounded below. So Sn is bounded above. Fine. So this is the theorem. Now this is the last theorem of the last theorem for today's lecture. If m is a given positive integer, then the two series u1 plus u2 plus um plus 1 plus um plus 2 plus, and so this is one series, another is um plus 1 plus um plus 2 and so on behave alike. यानी u1 का सम आप लेते चले जाएं, u1 u2 um plus 1 um plus 2 ये सीरीज, एंड नेक्स्ट इज um plus 1, स्टार्टिंग टर्म इज um plus 1 um plus 2, यानी शुरू की m टर्म्स को हटा दिया गया है, तो दोनों का बिहेवियर सेम होगा. यानी अगर एक सीरीज में से कुछ नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स हटा दिए जाएं तो दोनों का बिहेवियर सेम रहता है, ओरिजिनल का भी और आफ्टर डिलीशन जो नई सीरीज बनेगी उसका भी, दोनों का बिहेवियर सेम रहेगा. वी हैव टू प्रूव दिस. फाइन. So suppose Sn and Sn dash denote the nth partial sum of the two series. This is the Sn. So Sn is u1 plus u2 plus un from the first series, and Sn dash is the sum of the next series, um plus 1, um plus 2 and um plus n. These are the initial n number of terms. Fine. So now first this can be rewritten as um plus 1 to um plus 2. This can be written as from starting to m plus 1th term minus um 1 to um. This is, you can rewrite this as this, स्टार्ट से m plus 1 टर्म्स ले ली माइनस स्टार्ट से m टर्म्स ले ली, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस. बट व्हाट इज द दिस फर्स्ट ब्रैकेट, दिस इज नथिंग बट sm plus n माइनस this is what, this is nothing but sm. Fine. And m is a fixed quantity, here already given to you, m is a positive integer, that means this is a fixed quantity, so obviously sm will be a fixed quantity, only variable quantity is n. So since this is a fixed quantity, then definitely if Sn dash is for example any finite quantity, then Sm plus m should be a finite quantity, क्योंकि ये तो फिक्स हो गया. तो अब अगर ये फाइनाइट हुआ तो ये भी फाइनाइट होना होगा, अगर ये इनफाइनाइट है तो ये भी इनफाइनाइट होना चाहिए. फाइन. सो Sm being the sum of finite number of terms and un is a fixed finite quantity. Fine. So this implies this sequence Sn dash and Sn, because here is what, Sm plus n, that means Sn. So both will have same behavior, that is convergence divergence oscillate together. Fine. So there is a note, the above theorem shows that the convergence divergence or oscillation of a series is not affected by the addition or omission of a finite number of its terms. यानी किसी सीरीज में से अगर कुछ नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स हम घटा दें या कुछ को हटा दें या कुछ ऐड कर लें तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला उसकी कन्वर्जेंस पे, डाइवर्जेंस पे और ऑसिलेशन पे, उसका बिहेवियर एज इट इज ही रहेगा. फाइन. थैंक यू.